I was home alone that night. I don't say that casually. I remember the certainty of it. The kind you only get when you've checked every lock twice and stood still long enough to hear the house settle. Front door bolted, back door latched, windows shut, curtains drawn. The house was old, but not abandoned. The landlord called it quiet. People always do when they don't want to explain things. It was a little after midnight when I noticed the silence had changed. At first, it was subtle. The refrigerator stopped humming. The heater stopped clicking. Even the faint buzz of electricity in the walls faded away. The silence didn't arrive suddenly. It finished something. I checked my phone, 12:47 a.m. That's when I heard breathing, slow, controlled, close enough that I could feel it more than hear it. I stood perfectly still in the hallway, my hand resting on the wall, waiting for my ears to correct me. Houses make noises, pipes sigh, air moves, but air doesn't breathe. The sound came again, followed by a faint dragging noise across the floor. Not footsteps, something heavier, uneven, like weight being pulled rather than lifted. I turned on the hallway light. Nothing. The house looked normal, too normal. Every door exactly where it should be, every shadow behaving itself. I laughed quietly, embarrassed by my own nerves, and went back to my bedroom, locking the door behind me. I didn't sleep. At 2:13 a.m., the hallway clock stopped ticking. The second hand froze mid-movement. I noticed because I'd been counting the seconds between my breaths. That was when the pressure started. Not on my chest, on the room itself. The air thickened, pressing inward, making it harder to breathe. I lay there staring at the ceiling, aware of my heartbeat, aware of the darkness collecting near the corners of the room. Then my closet door creaked. It didn't open. It shifted, just enough to let the darkness inside stretch outward, like it was testing the room. I reached for my phone, my fingers shaking, and turned on the flashlight. The beam hit the closet. The door was still closed, but something was wrong. The shadow beneath it didn't match the shape of the gap. It was wider, irregular, like something was standing just behind the door, blocking the light. I whispered, "Hello?" Not because I expected an answer, but because silence had begun to feel dangerous. The whisper came back, not from the closet, from behind my head. "You noticed." My body locked up instantly. I couldn't turn, couldn't scream. My arms felt glued to the mattress, my legs heavy and numb. Panic surged, but my body ignored it completely. The mattress dipped, slowly, deliberately, like something had knelt beside me. The smell reached me next, damp, stale, like old basements and closed rooms. The breathing returned, closer now, layered, as if more than one set of lungs were working together. My phone vibrated in my hand. I nearly dropped it. A notification lit up the screen. Unknown device connected. Another followed. Live feed available. I didn't remember installing any cameras. I didn't remember agreeing to anything that would allow this. My thumb moved anyway. The screen loaded. I was looking at my bedroom. From above, from the ceiling, I saw myself lying there, frozen, eyes wide open. I saw the closet door. I saw the shadows pooling unnaturally along the walls, and then something leaned into the frame. It didn't have a proper face, just suggestions of one. Where eyes should have been, there were darker hollows. Its mouth stretched too far down its head, opening slowly, as if it were remembering how mouths worked. It didn't look at the camera. It looked at me. The pressure vanished all at once. I sucked in air and rolled off the bed, scrambling backward until I hit the wall. The room snapped back to normal, No smell, no weight, no sound. The live feed was gone. I didn't sleep after that. When morning came, sunlight filled the house in a way that felt invasive, like it was exposing something that didn't want to be seen. I walked through every room, checked every closet, every cabinet, every door. Nothing. I convinced myself it had been a stress episode, sleep paralysis mixed with anxiety. That explanation felt thin, but it was all I had. I stayed in the house. That was my mistake. The second night, things escalated. Objects moved when I wasn't looking. A chair in the kitchen shifted slightly between blinks. Doors I had closed were open again, but never wide. Always just enough to suggest someone had passed through without wanting to be seen. At 3:02 a.m., I heard footsteps upstairs. I didn't have an upstairs. They paced back and forth for nearly an hour, stopping occasionally, as if listening for me. The third night, I found muddy footprints near the bathroom sink. Bare, misshapen, too many toes. They led to my bedroom and stopped at the edge of the bed. I started packing the next morning. As I pulled boxes from the closet, something fell from the top shelf. A folder. Inside were documents, old inspection reports, handwritten notes, newspaper clippings. The house's address was circled again and again. One article stood out. Local residents report feeling watched in empty homes. The date was decades old. The final night came before I could leave. The house didn't wait for me to sleep this time. The lights went out all at once. Every bulb, every lamp. Darkness swallowed the rooms instantly. I stood in the living room, heart pounding, listening to the sound of movement all around me. Walls creaked, floors shifted. The house felt crowded. Then the breathing returned. Everywhere. Behind me, above me, inside the walls. A voice spoke, not aloud but through me. You make it easier when you're alone. The walls seemed to flex inward, shadows stretching unnaturally toward the center of the room. I realized then what the house was. Not haunted. Occupied. It didn't chase me. It didn't need to. The front door unlocked itself. I ran. I didn't look back until I reached the street. The house stood quiet, unchanged, as if nothing had happened. I never went back. Weeks later, in my new apartment, I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night. The room was dark, too quiet. I felt the mattress dip, slowly, deliberately, and just before the breathing reached my ear, I understood the truth. The house never wanted to keep me. It wanted to learn me, because wherever I live now, I'm never home alone.